Ring you, Mr. Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Friday, the 13th of September, 2024. And it's now been well over 400 days that you've unlawfully abducted my brother from my care, and I hold him illegally and unlawfully in your private prison, masquerading as a care home at Sunningdale Care Home, and your reluctance to engage with me or speak with me. And that further highlights what you've been doing here. Now, as you know, I've been leaving you daily messages since the end of October 2023. That's a period of over a year ago, and you've not responded to one of my voice messages where previously you were quite happy to have 3 to 4 hour long conversations with me on the telephone as you were looking to profile me and look to monitor my brother in the community in my care. So looking to find any ways to destabilize and sabotage my caring attempt so that you could look to take charge of the situation and force him into a care home as per what you attempted to do in 2018 when you had last kidnapped my brother from my care and tried to force him into care institutions then so that you can control and monitor him. Now, presently, as it stands, is that that was in 2018 where you attempted to remove me as a nearest relative, but at least there was a legal framework in place. You were alleging then that you had to detain him under the Mental Health Act, Section 2 and Section 3. There, you've not detained him under any mental health section today, have you? You're not his legal authority for. You have no legal authority for his health and welfare. You do not hold lasting power of attorney for his health and welfare. You do not hold lasting power. You are not his health and welfare deputies. You've not even made the applications. You've not even bothered with anything. All you've really done is come down with your partners and commission their services to come down and arrest me so that you can come in to abduct my brother. And this is now over a year ago. Still an ongoing and criminal investigation which has no legal basis anyway. And the reality is that is because I was highlighting your systemic failures in adult social care and the systemic failures in your inability to provide appropriate level of care, considering in the context that you had previously murdered my elderly mother in January 2022 after hounding and persecuting us when she had given me her lasting power of attorney for health and welfare, including property and finances, just as my brother Talib has done so. So you have the ability to pervert the institution of justice, and that's the reality of it. The only reason that you're getting away with this, and I think everybody should be made aware of the fact that you, the local authority, Bradford Council, are perverting the institution of justice by getting the judges to prostitute out their services so that you can continue to maintain this badly put together facade and veneer that you're simply doing your duty of care, and you're not. This is simply your failures. Now, it's my brother's birthday coming up on the 15th of September. Today's the 13th of September. I've left you daily messages to allow me to even speak to my brother on his birthday. Because it's the last day of work today, you're not going to be able to authorize this. It's my brother's birthday on Sunday. It's also Eid al-Milad, which is a religious festival that my brother should be involved in, and you're denying him his basic human rights because of your desperate need to cover up your own failures. I'm not going to get to see my brother on his birthday on the 15th, am I? You're not even going to let me speak to him. All you're going to do is get the police to come around and beat me up and kill me off as you've killed everybody else off to silence me. Well, my word is getting out there, and everybody can hear and listen to the deplorable conditions you're putting me and my brother into by simply not speaking to us. This is a clear sign of neglect on your part. If you've not done nothing wrong, then come and let's talk. Let's speak to you. Let's speak to me. You've told West Yorkshire Police, don't talk to him. You've told the care home, don't talk to him. You've told everybody, don't talk to him unless we find out a final solution. What is your final solution? Your only final solution is to murder and commit mayhem. That's the only reason that you get away with this, is because everybody else is too fearful of speaking out to you. And I don't blame them if you're going to go around committing mass murder murder. You are killing people. You know it, I know it, and God willing, inshallah, the whole world is going to know the fact that you are murdering people on an industrial scale because you can't do adult social care anymore. And then you're using public money, and this is the most disgusting thing. You're using public money, ratepayers' money, council tax money to fund this criminal lifestyle of yours by buying off the services of the judges and the judiciary. You know, I've been here many times. How many messages have I left you? How many messages are you going to ignore? I'm going to continue to leave you messages because the reality is that you, the local authority, are torturing and murdering the weak and vulnerable people and then getting the ratepayers and members of the public to pay for this. This is the most disgusting thing ever, isn't it? You are no longer just murdering people out of your own free will. You're using public money to kill people off, and that's what you're going to do with my brother. You're going to murder him off just like you murdered my older brother exactly a decade ago on the 18th of September 2014. I haven't forgotten. I've got a very good memory, and I remember things, and for a lifetime. And this is the reality. You murdered my older brother in 2014, Nazim. Now you're going to plotting and planning, and you've got all the pieces in place. You've commissioned the services of my relatives and the NHS and the courts and the judges and the coroner's court. All are working to your objective of looking to torture and murder my brother because of my care cost policy and your failure to deal with adult social care properly. Now, it's a lovely sunny day outside today in Bradford, and ideally my brother should be in my care. I was taking him regularly, weekly swimming.
You have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
Okay, Mr. Browell, once again, time is getting the better of me. I'm slightly vexated and annoyed because I've been leaving you messages and you're ignoring me, and it's going to be my brother's birthday. But this is the whole point in it. You're utilizing your position to psychologically torture me and my brother so you can maintain a public persona that you're doing all you're supposed to be doing.
Fine.
You, the local
Your
authority, are fully
recording time has
accountable.
expired. To leave your message,
Fully
press
accountable.
1. To review message, press 2. Message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.
This is the reality of the situation. They don't want to talk to me because they know they got caught out. They got caught out lying, cheating and manipulating and murdering people, and they can't give me an account of what they're doing. And so now the best option for them is simply just to ignore me and simply refuse to speak to me and allow me to wallow in my own misery so that then they can come along and say, Mr. Hussain, we're here to help and assist you. Can we give you some medication? Can we give you some drugs to make you high, to mask the pain and misery that they are causing by simply not speaking to me or letting me speak to my brother? They know this is psychological torture, but they get off on it. I think there's a German word for taking pleasure in somebody else's suffering, and that's what they're doing. They're taking pleasure in my suffering because they know that they can get away with it. They have no accountability. They have no moral compass, and it's just I'll just continue to leave messages. I'm not going to see my brother for his birthday because these people, these decrepit psychopaths in positions of authority and power, need to control and dominate and continue to exploit the weak and vulnerable people. They take some sick sadistic pleasure out of this. That's what the reality is. Just like the pedophiles that take sick sadistic pleasures of sexually exploiting children, these sick sadistic psychopaths in positions of authority and power take sick sadistic pleasure in watching the human suffering and terminating people's lives because they must have like a god complex. They think, oh well, you must obey our authority because we are next to godliness. It's just completely ridiculous, and I'm not obviously scared of them. I'm leaving them a message every day. It seems that they're more scared of me than I am of them, aren't they? Because they know the fact that, oh, Mr. Hussain, you must not record us. You must not record us. You're violating our human rights. What about my brother's human rights? What about my mother's human rights? So you don't care about the people's human rights. All you care about is torture, mayhem, profit and plundering. It's all about money, money, money with these people.